Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by and joining our little discussion or whatever you want to call this. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see in the future, click that subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications. That way you get notified, every time we read a new chapter in whatever book we are on. In today's video, we are going to be reading chapter 39 and 40 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Just because they're so short, I'm combining them into one video, so bear with me with it. And yeah, let's get right into it. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Here we go. Chapter 39 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Pip stepped back from Naomi's knife. "Be careful," she said. "Oh no," Naomi shook her head. "The eyes are uneven." She spun the pumpkin around so Pip and Kara could see its face. "Looks like a blobfish," Kara cackled. "It's supposed to be an evil cat." Naomi placed her knife down next to the bowl of pumpkin guts. "Don't quit your day job," Kara said, wiping pumpkin goo from her hands and sauntering over to the cupboard. "I don't have a day job." "Oh, for God's sake," Kara grumbled on tiptoes, looking through the cupboard. "Where did that pack of Butterfingers go? I was literally with Dad 2 days ago when we bought them." "I don't know. I haven't eaten them." Naomi came over to admire Pip's pumpkin. "What on earth is yours, Pip?" "Sauron's eye," she said quietly. "Or a vagina on fire," Kara said, grabbing a banana instead. "Now that is scary," Naomi laughed. "No, this was." Naomi had the pumpkins and knives laid out and ready for when Kara and Pip got in from school. Pip hadn't had a chance to sneak off to check the printer yet. "Naomi," she said, "thanks for calling the other day. I got the email from your friend's cousin at Columbia. It was really helpful." "Oh, good," she smiled. "No problem. So when will your phone be fixed?" "Tomorrow, actually. The shop says it's taken long enough." Pip nodded, tensing her chin. "Well, at least you had your old phone with a SIM card. That worked. Luckily, you held on to it. Well, lucky Dad had a spare pay-as-you-go micro SIM lying around and bonus $25 credit on it. There was just an expired contract one in my phone." The knife almost fell from Pip's hand, a climbing hum in her ears. "Your dad's SIM card?" "Yeah," Naomi said, scoring the knife along her pumpkin's face, her tongue out as she concentrated. "Kara found it in the desk, at the bottom of his junk drawer. It's full of old useless chargers and foreign currency and stuff." The hum split into a ringing sound, shrieking and stuffing her head. Pip felt sick, a metallic taste in her mouth. Mr. Ward's SIM card. Mr. Ward's old phone number scribbled out in Andy's planner. Andy calling Mr. Ward an asshole to her friends the week she disappeared. Mr. Ward. "You okay, Pip?" Kara asked as she dropped a lit candle into her pumpkin and glowed it into life. "Yeah," Pip nodded too hard. I'm just hungry. Well, I would offer you a Butterfinger, but they seem to have disappeared as always." "Chips?" No thanks." "I feed you because I love you," Kara said. Pip's mouth felt tacky and sickly. No, it might not mean what she was thinking. Maybe Mr. Ward was just offering to tutor Andy, and that's why she wrote his number down. It couldn't be him. She needed to calm down, try to breathe. This wasn't proof of anything, but she had a way to find proof. "I think we should have spooky Halloween music on while we do this," Pip said. "Kara, can I go get your laptop?" "Yeah, it's on my bed." Pip closed the kitchen door behind her. She raced up the stairs to Kara's room, creeping back down with the laptop, her heart thudding, fighting to be louder than the ringing in her ears. She slipped into Mr. Ward's study and gently closed the door, staring for a moment at the printer on the desk. Mr. Ward's rainbow-colored paintings watched her as she opened up Kara's laptop on the leather chair and kneeled on the floor before it. Once it awoke, she clicked the control panel into the devices and printers. Hovering the mouse over Freddie Prinze Jr., she right-clicked and, holding her breath, selected the top item in the drop-down menu, see what's printing. A small box popped up with 6 columns: document name, status, owner pages, size, and date submitted. It was filled with entries, one from yesterday from Kara called Personal Essay Rough Draft, one a few days ago from Elliot, comp gluten-free cookie recipe, several in a row from Naomi, resume 2019, charity job application, cover letter 2. The note was put in Pip's locker on Friday, October 18th. She scrolled down. Her fingers drew up on October 17th at 11:40 p.m. Elliot Comp had printed a Microsoft Word document 1, an unnamed, unsaved document. Her fingers left sweaty tracks on the mousepad as she right-clicked the document. Another small drop-down menu appeared. Her heart in her throat, she bit down on her tongue and clicked the restart option. The printer clacked behind her and she flinched. It hissed, sucking in the top piece of paper. She moved toward it and started to sputter the page through, a glimpse of fresh black ink upside down. The printer finished and it spat it out. Pip reached for it. She turned it around. "This is your final warning, Pippa. Walk away." Whoa. Chapter 40. Words left her. It was something primal, the feeling that took over, numb rage and terror, and a betrayal that seared through every part of her. She backed away from the printer and looked out of the darkening window. Elliot Ward was unknown. Elliot Ward was the killer, Andy's killer, Sal's, Barney's. She watched the half-dead trees beckoning in the wind and recreated the scene in her head. Her bumping into Mr. Ward in his classroom, the note gliding to the floor, the note, the one he'd left for her, his deceitful kind of face as he asked whether she was being bullied, Kara dropping off cookies that she and her dad had baked to cheer up the Amboes about their dead dog. All lies. Mr. Ward, the man she knew, the man she saw another father figure, the man who'd been elaborate brunch spreads and scavenger hunts for them, the man who bought Pip bear claw slippers to wear at their house to match the family, the man who told knock-knock jokes with an easy laugh, and he was a murderer? Kara called her name. She folded the page and slipped it into her pocket. You've been ages, Kara said as Pip returned to the kitchen. Bathroom, she said, placing the laptop down in front of Kara. Listen, I'm not feeling so great, and I should really be editing. My college essay deadline is tomorrow. Think I'm gonna head out. Oh, Kara frowned, but Lauren's gonna be here soon, and I wanted us to watch Blair Witch. Dad even agreed, and he's normally such a wimp with scary movies. Where is your dad? Pip asked. Tutoring? How often are you here? You know tutoring is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Think he just had to stay late at school? Oh yeah, sorry. The days are blurring, she paused, thinking. I've always wondered why your dad does tutoring. Surely he doesn't need the money. Why? Kara said. Because my mom's side of the family is richer than God? Exactly. I think he just enjoys it, Naomi said, placing a tea light through the mouth of her pumpkin. He'd probably be willing to pay his tooties just to let him garble on about history. I can't remember when he started, Pip said. Naomi looked to think. He started just before I was about to leave for college, I think, so just over 5 years ago. Think so, Naomi said. Why do you ask? His car just pulled up. Why don't you ask him? His car just pulled up. Pip stiffened. She needed to leave now. Get out. It's okay. I'm just gonna head home. Sorry. She grabbed her backpack, watching the headlights flick off to darkness through the window. Don't be silly, Kara said, concern lining in her eyes. And hey, we can hang out on Saturday after you've submitted, right? Watch the winter carnival set up? Yeah, a key scraping, the back door shoved open, footsteps crossing the family room. Mr. Ward appeared in the kitchen. The lenses in his glasses steamed up at the edges as he entered the warm room, smiling at the three of them. He placed his briefcase and a grocery bag down on the counter. Hello, all, he said. Gosh, teachers do love the sound of their own voices. Longest meeting of my life. Pip forced a laugh. Wow, look at these pumpkins, he said, eyes wandering between them, a wide grin splitting his face. Pip, are you here for the movie? I've just picked up some spooky Halloween candy for us. He held up the bag and waved it with a ghost-like howl. And that is the end of chapter 39 and chapter 40. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.